Welcome to Mind Food Smart Eating. Well, today we're making a hollandaise sauce with baby potatoes, a poached egg and beautiful fresh vegetables.
We are.
And it's one of those wonderful recipes that you can use any vegetables, asparagus, beans, whatever's in season really, isn't it?
Exactly. It's a good spring recipe.
It is. So what's up first, the sauce?
Yeah. We have already pre-boiled the potatoes though with
Sure.
a bit of mint just to give it a little bit of flavour.
Okay.
And we've cooked the beans as well. So the next step is really to make the hollandaise, which can be a bit tricky.
Right, now I've put the double boiler on, so I've got that bubbling away.
Fantastic.
And what do I put in first? Butter?
The butter. Melt the
Okay.
butter.
Now the butter's got to be at room temperature, doesn't it?
It does.
For hollandaise?
Yeah.
And how much butter is that?
100 grams.
Now, why is it important to cook it over a double cooker like this?
Double boiler, because we don't want to burn the sauce. It's quite a volatile sauce. It would burn really easily. So that butter's melting down nicely.
Yeah.
So the next thing for me to do really is to separate 3 eggs.
Now, the great thing with hollandaise, you can have it with all sorts of vegetables, can't you?
You absolutely can.
And to make béarnaise, of course, you can put tarragon in.
You can.
So once these eggs go in, I have to keep stirring because you don't want it to split.
That's the key with hollandaise, is to really keep it moving. You really don't want that to split.
And about midway in terms of temperature, you don't want it too high.
No, you don't want it too high because it will stick. Right, I'm going to keep stirring and add those yolks in. And now we're going to add the juice of a lemon.
Okay.
And keep stirring.
And that's the key thing, is the stirring, isn't it?
It is the key.
In fact, you can also whisk. Perhaps I should be whisking now.
Oh, maybe you should be whisking. Do you want one of those? And just a sprinkle of salt. And white pepper this time, don't use black.
Oh, okay. I love white pepper.
Now, hollandaise can get a bit thick. Just to thin it out a little bit, you can add a little bit of cream.
And here's a trick. Keep doing the figure of 8.
Keep doing the figure of 8.
It's really important to have it over an even heat, and you can see it now, it's actually thickening up, isn't it?
Absolutely, it's starting to emulsify and really thicken now.
My wrist also is thickening up, I have to say.
It's not something to do if you haven't got the time. You can smell that butter too. So that sauce is looking
Yeah,
great.
that I think is done, don't you think?
I think so.
I think I'll take that off.
Yep. Okay.
That looks really good.
Fantastic.
Now, I'll put that over there.
Yep.
While I'm then going to make some poached eggs.
Fantastic.
Now that water is starting to bubble, so
Right.
I need the eggs and
eggs.
some vinegar.
Some vinegar.
Now, you can tell them what the vinegar does.
So adding the vinegar to the water actually helps the egg to coagulate, the whites of the egg, so it actually stays together more.
So no pressure, but a perfect poached egg.
Perfect poached egg, that's what we're looking for.
So the key thing is to get that water in a circular motion,
Yep.
like that, and then crack them in. Now I'm only going to do a couple of eggs today. Now what are you going to do? You're going to do the potato, aren't
I
you?
am going to plate up, actually.
A trick also for poached eggs is if you do the egg as close to the water as you can and to the edge of the pan. Actually, they're not looking too bad. Not too bad at all.
Fantastic.
Now you can also fry the potatoes a little, can't you?
You could, just to add a little bit of flavour to them.
Yeah.
But this is perfectly good.
Sure.
And then I'm just going to add some of these green beans from earlier.
And not cut, you like them long and
I like them long.
you can pick them up. You almost like soldiers, like toasted soldiers in the egg, I guess.
Dip it in. It's fantastic. This is such a lovely spring recipe.
So how good is that egg?
Fantastic.
That looks good. I like them soft and runny like that. Do you?
Definitely.
Now with the hollandaise, how's
That looks beautiful.
That looks really good. I know what we're having for lunch today, Julie.
I think so.
There you go. Too simple.
Easy.
Beautiful hollandaise with baby potatoes and fresh from the garden vegetables. Another smart idea from Mind Food Smart Eating.